trip has been littered with tunnels like this. Quite enjoyable, to be honest. I know you don't get to see much in a tunnel, appreciate that, but it's an interesting experience. Yeah, the amount of investment in infrastructure in Switzerland on Swiss roads is mental. I sort of understand why the vignette costs 40 quid and there's no option to get a shorter one rather than a yearly one to basically register the vehicle for the duration of the year. We decided to have a very relaxed day today. Rejig the plan altogether as we go along. We picked a spot, and that is going back into the Black Forest. So we're going to be very fluid with it. There's no point in stressing over it. The whole experience is very enjoyable, but we both felt like we need to be in a different country by the end of the day, so we decided to go back into Germany. Tomorrow might be France or Belgium or whatever. We need to start making our way back slowly as well. Still plenty of time to enjoy it, but we'll take it very gingerly and relaxing. Someone's very relaxed, sporting t-shirts and jeans. Yeah. Still not my cup of tea. And on a long trip, that will slowly do your head in. Pick this back up when something interesting is going on. I think I can speak for both myself and John in saying we're probably quite happy to be back in Germany, Bundesrepublik Deutschland, to not thinking you're gonna get a ticket around every corner you go. Yeah. Switzerland is nice, but John's lost the plot. But I think it's a bit too odd for my taste, so don't think I'll be returning very soon. I might, but not in the very immediate future. Back on the B500 from the very bottom end. What can I say? Good to be back on it. Oh, some proper cars coming up and down this road today. It is Sunday, so I think we're gonna see a few interesting things. And we're now slowly making our way towards France. Apparently this is a vineyard region. So we found a little observation place a bit further up the road where we'll be stopping for a minute. So right now we're somewhere in between the Black Forest and the Vosges regions, in the Rhine Valley as such. It's obviously fairly flat, but we're now touching on the start of the Vosges on the left, and we can still see the Black Forest on the right. Oh, I really need to give that chain some love. Oh yeah, I like this. Why would you park here? We're getting close to where we're gonna park. A few people have flagged the location up as being rather good for a view. Well, the Rhine. There it be. A lot calmer than it was in Switzerland. This means we're about to cross the border into France and say our goodbyes to Germany. It's been good. Germany is always good. Relaxed, friendly, and for most parts rather happy to help. Well, what can we say? Auf Wiedersehen, schöne Deutschland. Tschüss. Bis bald. We're homing in on the Vosges, and I can see a castle just up on that hill over there, and I do wonder if that's the one we're heading to. 20 kilometers away. Could be, might be. Very interesting, but you can see that thing for miles. It just stands out, doesn't it? Don't know how well it comes across on the camera, but yeah, we shall see. It does look like we're heading that way. Beautiful little village this. So very quaint. This alternative route is not half bad. The road was closed earlier, so we're now going for vineyards again. Alsatian vineyards. Oh, that chain's not happy. Turning out to be a pretty nice area. Obnoxiously hot, like mega. Fairly abandoned, this part of the world. Seems a little bit run down, to be fair. Right, I've gained new skills. Our camera's now charging. Awesome. Yeah, a little bit run down this part of the world by the looks of it, but the riding, some of it has been fantastic. We spent probably about an hour coming down, up and down through these fairly low mountains with literally no one on the road. It is Monday, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I suppose the locals need their snooze. But yeah, that's good for us. We're still to make full sense of the French road systems, signaling, indicating, all of that. I'm guessing these posts, if they've got a red mark, it's a fairly dangerous turn, and now we're seeing these white reflective ones, which makes me think they're not as dangerous when they bear that color. The road quality isn't fantastic. There's quite a lot of gravel and all sorts of muck, and the road surface itself is quite broken up, but still makes for enjoyable riding. Oh, cooling off a bit now with a bit of airflow. When we left the castle, that was pretty similar. The roads coming down from there were pretty similar to this one. I did not record that because I was very hot and very bothered, and the cameras just went inside the panniers and they stayed there. I do feel like riding in my shorts. It's deserted. Honestly, there's no one anywhere. We're probably gonna be done with the Vosges rather soon. It seems to be flattening off quite a bit, so in that case I might actually contemplate getting on a motorway just to cover the ground and get the campsite and relax. This is going to be a slog all the way back to Blighty. Just in case you were wondering what's on the other side of the Vosges, what can I do the other side of the Vosges, especially if you don't want to stick to motorways and stuff like that, well, this is kind of it. Shit roads, as in surface quality. This is kind of it. Farmland, boring, dull. Nothing interesting to see. The last hour has been very, 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 very bland. And very warm. God, I moan a lot. I think both of us are ready to just get to camp at this point. I've seen one interesting thing. Well, maybe two. An automatic vending machine for eggs, which makes sense. They stay in there nicely refrigerated. And an automatic pizza machine. That I wouldn't touch. This is my idea of hell. Oh, straight fucking farm road. It's hot and I'm constantly thirsty, and all I can see is fields upon fields upon fields, and dust and nothing else. And in France you will never be able to get yourself a bottle of water, because there's no fucking shops around, no petrol stations, no fucking nothing. Everything's get some headache tablets and some cigarettes, and it was a mission, so we've abandoned the cigarettes and the headache tablets. Managed to get a bottle of water and an ice cream. And it's been bloody nothing since. It's been all this. And I think we're both sick and tired of it, and we still have 1 hour and 1 minute worth of it. Just need a shop to get a bottle of water and a pack of bloody smokes, and then I'll be able to cope with another hour worth of fucking fields. It's not all glamorous, you know. We got extremely wet yesterday, so we're now leaving the campsite. A decent campsite at the end of the day, nothing special, but it done the job. Facilities pretty minimalistic. We didn't have a drying machine available, so we couldn't dry up our stuff properly. But it should be okay. It should be okay. Let's search. That's where we're going. Yeah, you can start, mate. Yeah, a rather wet last 15 kilometers yesterday, but wet to the extent where we got absolutely soaked. So we had to late it very late. It's 12 o'clock, 1 minute to 12, and we're now departing site. We haven't got heaps of distance to cover, so we can have a couple of rather relaxed days, to be honest. Ooh, these are still warm, so switch that off. Let them on to dry the old gloves a bit whilst we were riding. But yeah, mesh jacket dried up okay. Trousers still damp, but I can live with that. And they're probably going to dry a bit more as we ride. The only thing about that campsite is that all of it is on a hillside, and there's only a couple of flat spots, well, flat-ish. The experience was going to bed on one side of the tent and waking up on the other. I know it sounds a bit daft, but you slide along, and I haven't got any silicone pads on the old sleeping mat, which is something that I will definitely need to look into. My waterproof boots are no longer waterproof. I don't think there's anything wrong with the boots as such, but I think there's something to be said about the fact that I had tons of water dripping inside of them yesterday. But hey ho, overall, not a bad campsite. We sat down, had a bit of food, cooked a bit of food last night, and it's all good. It is all good. Part of the experience, something to remember and talk about in times to come. So we are very close to Verdun. 30 kilometers away from the ossuary in Verdun, which is going to be our next destination. And following on from that, I think we'll be making our way into Belgium. Get a night's sleep in Belgium as well. A lot of stuff has happened along here in the First World War, or the Great War, as it's often referred to. Absolute killing field. Still a bit overcast, but apparently there's no chance of rain today. Fingers crossed. I think something's definitely going on with my intercom. I think water got inside it. Probably need to unplug it and have a look at it, because it is playing up quite a bit. We are now in the forest of Verdun. 5.6 kilometers left until we get to the ossuary. We've literally just joined this road from the main road, and the scenery's instantly changed. This is part of the Lorraine Natural Park, or Lorraine Region Natural Park, something along those lines. So it is a protected area. Kept reflecting on what we're just gonna go out to see, and I feel like this whole area needs a feeling of respect. Can't help to ask myself why. There's 130,000 unidentified remains, and you can see some ruins over there, which are probably left from that time. Why? Fighting over some land. Why do we always do this? They speak a different language, they dress differently, they whatever. Hundreds of thousands of troops would have come through here, and not just once, but many times. This is the Verdun Memorial. and I can just see the ossuary over there. $130,000 unidentified. Remains. That is insane. Something very solemn about being here, and I'm sure it's not just me. There's more to it than that.